Hello, what is up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR. It's Monday, so that means it's time for me to answer more of your guys' questions. If you got any questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll get to it next week. Alright, so let's get started. Am I going to post Witcher 3? Probably not, because the game doesn't really interest me. Yeah, I'm not even going to pick it up at all, actually. There's not too many games I'm actually looking forward to this year. Like, there's Naruto, Guitar Hero, Mario Maker. What else is coming out? Yoshi's Woolly World. But not too many mature, violent games. Not that I don't like violence, just that those games don't really pique my interest. How long have you been collecting your stuff, and what is your favorite item in your collection? Now, technically, I've been collecting a lot of figures and stuff since I was a wee kid, but then again, I was actually legitimately playing with them. But still, I wanted as many figures as I could get. I didn't take collecting a little bit seriously until I was about like in 10th grade, so about like 16. I was collecting the Sonic figures. Like, I got a few of the Jazzwares ones, and I started off with the Clear Blue Sonic, the Knuckles, and the Black Knight Sonic, like all in the 3-inch line. And I'm like, oh my god, these things are so cool, I want to get the rest of these. So with my Christmas money, I bought any other character that was available. Right now I actually have every character. I am missing a little bit of the minions, like the little like bad guys like Egg Pawn and stuff like that. Mostly I do have every character. I don't have all the accessories, like how they re-release the figures with accessories. I don't have all of them. I do want to get most of them though. Like, I want to get the Master Emerald, I want to get Doom's Eye, a couple rings, maybe a box or two, or Pico Hammer. Pretty much I want to get all the accessories almost. I feel like there's something crawling on me. Ah! Sorry if it's a stink bug, I'm gonna kill somebody. What is my favorite item in my whole collection? When I first saw this question, I was like, ooh, that's a really tough choice. I think I finally came up with one, and I had this ever since I was a little kid, so BRB. What games would I like to see spiritual successors of? Because this year seems to be that year. Oh, spiritual successors. We got Ukulele coming out. We got Mighty Number 9. We got that Gunvolt game that's supposed to be like Mega Man X. Soon as I saw this question, I'm like, Crash Bandicoot. Or maybe Spyro. Pretty much any games like that. I don't want to say maybe a retro Mario successor, because we technically still have those. I don't know. I'm saying if we get more games, like more indie games, I'm not gonna lie, I am sick and tired of the retro look. It's sure it's a lot easier to set up and stuff like that, and you can make retro look very pretty. Be innovative. I love 2D platformers, but I'm sick of the retro design. Like Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins, they got that shit right. But then again, they're not indie. But still, make a pretty background without using pixels. Instead of going with the retro look for the nostalgia. I want a refreshing experience, not a nostalgia trip. If I want a nostalgia trip, I'll just play my older games. Anyway, yeah, I want to see a Crash successor. Please! What was your first console plus your first game and what age? To be honest, I got consoles when I was very little, and I have no idea when I got them. It was either the Super Nintendo with Super Mario World, or the PlayStation with Crash Bandicoot. But I think it may have been the Super Nintendo with Super Mario World, because I remember my mom told me that our neighbor gave it to us. And I don't even remember when we got our freaking PlayStation. As a kid, I just remember we have it. But I remember when we got our PS2, but I don't remember when we got our PS1. I was playing games at a very young age. What is your opinion about Great King Dede being in Smash or in general? I see him as a rare amiibo, because personally I'm not really huge into the Kirby stuff. Like, I played a few Kirby games and I had an okay time, but I'm not a huge fan of it, so I'm not really a good King Dede player. He's heavy, he's slow, he's but personally I just rather have him as an amiibo, because I want to get every single amiibo. What is my favorite Pikmin and favorite Pikmin game? Well, my favorite Pikmin, I can't really choose one. I'm going to go with the original 3, the red, the yellow, and the blue. My favorite Pikmin game, I probably want to say Pikmin 2, mainly because that's more of a memory than anything. Because here, my brother didn't play too many games, but that is one game that he bought for my GameCube. Because the GameCube was pretty much all mine. The PS2 is something that my brother and I shared because we had games that we both liked on there. But GameCube, that was mainly all me. When he liked Pikmin. He really liked Pikmin. So then he bought Pikmin 2. Yeah, now both of those are in my collection. And now I got Pikmin 3. And I knew Pikmin 3 was eventually going to be sought after. So I got that thing before it got too expensive. Gotta play it smart. And whenever Pikmin 4 comes out, don't wait for a price drop. It's not going to happen. Do you plan on collecting retro consoles like SNES, NES, and N64? That's honestly a really good question, because right now I don't plan on doing that because I'd rather just use emulators, because I'm more of a figure collector than a game collector. Even though I do love having a game library, I don't really want to get into the retro scene just yet, because I have a feeling that, like, even though I'm saying I don't want to get into it, I'm thinking that as I age, I may want to get into it, because recently I have been thinking, oh man, I kind of wish I had my Super Nintendo collection again. When I sold my Super Nintendo collection, I had really good games, and I got little to no money for it, and I really regret it, and that's why I don't really trade much games in anymore. So if I end up collecting stuff, I think I'm going to try to get my Super Nintendo collection back, and then maybe hop on the N64. I'm not going to try to get into NES, to be honest, at least not yet. But I'm going to try Super Nintendo and N64 first, if I do it. I'm not sure if I am or not, to be honest. I'd rather just use emulators. But the only thing that I want on N64 that I can't emulate is Hey You Pikachu, because I actually had a good time with that when I was a kid. But then again, I'm probably going to play it, and then we're like, holy crap, this game sucks ass. Like Frogger the Great Adventure, the Great Escape, or I forget what that thing is called. I don't know, the Frogger game where Frogger was actually running on his hind legs and had clothes on and stuff like that. It wasn't Frogger. Like, and it pissed me off as a kid. Like, this is not the traditional Frogger, but I still had an okay time with it. Then I played it again recently, and I realized it was the worst game I've ever played in my life. Would you do a Let's Play or stream of Elsewhere? I don't even know what that is. Would you ever play Nina Cooney? I've thought about it, but I have a feeling that if it ends up being released on PlayStation Plus for free, I'm gonna get it, but I'm probably not gonna play it. Because, to be honest, I don't really play too many games anymore. Like, I used to be addicted to games, and sure, I do my Let's Plays and stuff like that, but I don't play too many games outside of that because there's not too much I want to play right now. Sure, I have a decent backlog of games, but I'm never in the mood to actually pick them up and play them. So, if I ever get Nina Cooney, I might give it a shot, but I'm probably not going to get addicted to it, unfortunately. I know, I'm growing outside of being a gamer, but I have been working out a little bit, so I'm going to try to get into that, maybe get myself in a little bit of shape. If you can make a new Nintendo game, what would it be? I want another Pokemon Stadium-like game where you can use your handheld games and put those Pokemon into a console game and play with your Pokemon on the big screen. Normally they wouldn't do this because 5th gen and 6th gen are more interactive when it comes like to sprites and stuff like that, but I want to see my Pokemon in HD now. I want to see them on the big screen. The last time we ever got something like that was Battle Revolution. I actually had a lot of fun with that. A lot of people hate that game. I personally love it, but I honestly prefer the Pokemon Stadium-like games over the actual handheld games, especially Pokemon Stadium, because you actually get to rent your Pokemon. But then again, I have so many good Pokemon on all my 4th gen games that I just play Battle Revolution, and I just let my friends borrow my other games and my other DSs, and we just choose Pokemon and just be like, bam, let's go. Would you like Count Bleck from Super Paper Mario in Smash Bros. 4? To be honest, I didn't play too much Super Paper Mario. I hate to sound like a douche, but personally I don't really care. But I'd rather see Rayman. I'm sorry. Or Roy. Ryu. That's really pushing it. What do you think of the Figma Kill la Kill figures? Well, I never got into Kill la Kill, at least not yet. And I think if I should get into it, now is the best time to do it, because here right now there's only one figure out, but it's like almost $80. The other one right now is just on pre-order. And I noticed they have really big boobs. I like these big boobs. But on girls, not on figures. They look like they'd be cool. I don't want to get into too many series, to be honest, because I'm already buying Sora Online, buying Naruto, buying Mario figures. I'm just happy. I'm actually not really happy that I'm late on the Attack on Titan stuff, because all that stuff's already out and a little bit expensive. So I won't be able to get all the Attack on Titan characters, at least not yet, unless you get a re-release. And if they get a re-release, by all means, I'm going to try to pick them up. I'm probably not going to get into Kill la Kill. My neighbor loves it a lot. I still have yet to get into Dragon Ball Z. And getting all those SH figure arts, oh, that's going to be a freaking nightmare. Which I'm probably not even going to do. I'll be lucky to get Goku for a decent price. And that's it for this week, guys. So if you got any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you next week. And let me know what you think of this series. I know some of you actually love this series. I personally love it myself, too. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. And I'm really happy I'm doing this every week. So, if you're new to the channel, you like what you saw, then don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And tune in next week for some more of this stuff. If you're not following me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter already, links will be in the description for all those. And I think I'll see you guys in the next one.